Hi, guys. We're late. We're late for an important date. We're 3 minutes late, but Ann and we get chatting about all kinds of interesting things to do with our videos and our cameras and all of that. And before we start out, so I was writing things down, and last week she was writing things down. So that's why we work so well together, because we like how each other's technology is and how we do our format. So I hope everybody's okay. How about it? Everybody say hi. If you're having a good day, where you're from. I know where Mary Kath is from. I know where Trend Zone's from. Mary Kath and Stephanie pardon me, and Anne Marie are in New York. Tammy, Tennessee, I think. Trend Zone's in Chicago. Fern, where are you from, Fern? Hi, Richie. How are you? Nice to see you. Long time no see. Great. I'm glad you could come into my room today. So we're asking everybody just to drop a line where they're from. It's always interesting to know where people are from, what state they're from, what country they're from. Anne's from the UK. She's in England. And you guys know I'm in Canada, in the GTA area, which is the general Toronto area here. You're in Florida, Fern. Okay. Love Florida. My mother had a winter home in Clearwater Beach. Love Florida. And I have friends all over the state. But anyway, I never have to worry someday if I ever want to go and visit or stay with anybody, because everybody's invited me. So it's great. Okay. Erica, welcome, Erica. You're from Arizona. All right. I'm going to write your name down here.
Kentucky. Oh, this is fantastic. You know, I have a little look. I love our world map. I check and see exactly, and I think I know roughly where these places are, but
yeah. And Elaine, cousin, she's in France. Beautiful France. Hi, welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for coming back in again. It's always lovely to see everybody. So yeah, I love the fact that you guys are putting it in here where you're from. Some of you, of course, I know I've done readings on you and you're regulars, but Fern, I wasn't sure where you were from, and Richie, I forget where you're. Kentucky. He's a Kentucky boy. Yeah, the hills of Kentucky, the Moonshine State. In the old days, don't go up there in their hills if you're wanting to come back down. Okay, guys. This is again Super Chat Sunday. We want to thank everybody for your positive response to Anne and I coming out more often. And it's because of your response and your positive response requesting that we do this more often. We've decided to try to come out every Sunday as time permits and as our schedules permit. So if something changes, we can't, well, we'll just flip it up and we'll call it Super Chat Saturday or something. So, we'll do it another day. But anyway, we're going to try to come out every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. UK time. And so we've had a great response. And so what we do is, Colleen, what we do is we will be doing the Super Chats as a priority. And then we'll be doing our members, which is Tammy right now and Anne Marie. And you'll be getting a couple cards right off the bat. Okay. So that you get bumped to the top of the line because you are a member. And Tammy, you are my one and big time monitor here. So, and also, Anne Marie, she started out with me and she started monitoring me all the time in the beginning when I started going out live. So you guys get priority, okay, after the Super Chat. And then everybody else, as time permits, you'll get a couple of cards. So if you have any personal questions to ask, Tammy is my monitor today. And as you can see, they require a minimum of a $5 donation. You just click on that little $sign and it'll take you there, and you can ask a question about any topic you want. And you'll not only get a reading from one of us, you'll get a reading from both of us. So it's a really good deal. So, okay, let's see what we've got here. We're going to jump right in to Trend Zone. So Trend Zone says he's open, and open means he just wants a general reading on what's going on around him. So let's see what we've got here for Trend Zone today. See what we've got. So I hope you're doing well, Gerald. There in Chicago. What's your weather like in Chicago? I know it's been pretty cold there. How's your situation? Very much snow there right now. And I'm going to let you go first, Anne, because usually you're done shuffling before me and I'm writing the list out. So just when you're ready, you just go right ahead. Okay.
Okay. So starting off this week, 7 of Wands card for you. I've got a different camera. So if I'm waving the card around, I'm really sorry till I get it just in the right place. This is about you being assertive, and it's absolutely okay to be assertive this week. Especially if you're kind with it as well. Those two go really well together, and you get on a really long way when you use them both together. But this 7 of Wands card is asking you to do that. And on the card, look, she's so close to success, but she has this gate to walk through, and there's some grumpy sheep just behind that gate, and she's going to have to push her way through those to get to where she's going. Therefore, being gently and kindly assertive. So saying no, thank you, that's a full sentence. This will work well for me is another full sentence. This won't work as well for me. Thank you. So it's absolutely okay to do all of that. So assertiveness. And then you've got this fantastic card, New Beginnings. Card 13, exactly what it says on the card. This isn't just a new beginning, it's a transformation. On the card, they're playing with the little butterflies. And if you look really closely, I don't think the camera will pick it up, some little caterpillars on there as well. So this is fantastic new beginnings, fantastic new chapters opening up. And in order to enjoy those, you need to be standing up and saying what works well for you. So I hope that's helpful. Are you all right, Brenda? I'll have a time for another card.
Yeah. No, I'm ready. Yeah. Unless you want, if Spirits told you to pull another card, you'd go ahead.
Pull another card. Well, those two flew out as I was shuffling.
Yeah. So that's usually, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I pulled one more for you. King of Pencils. This is the king who is really logical, really sensible, really clear thinking, very much an expert in really complex paperwork. So it might be a legal issue, it might be complex financial papers, a new contract, something that you wouldn't be dealing with every day. The King of Pencils steps up with really great professional advice to help you moving forward. So this person would be somebody who would come in to help and advise. So when put together with the new beginning, that could well be coming in and reminding you when this opportunity is placed in front of you, you may need to get a professional person to just look over those details for you, to check them before you go full steam ahead. So professional advice, it's here for you should you wish to listen to it. So I hope that's helpful.
Awesome. Great. Okay, Trend Zone. Okay, my beautiful friend Gerald, you've got the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords is that card that says you might not be getting your full sleep. You might be letting your mind race before you go to bed. It's a card of anxiety, and you might be thinking about negative thoughts, and anything that that is going to cause you that turmoil mentally before you shut down to go to bed. So this is a card that says leave your troubles on the chair before you go there. Okay. Try to stay more optimistic and more positive at this time, but especially when it's time to go to bed. Don't let your mind race. Do whatever it is you can to unwind and get rid of those thoughts in your head. Okay. Get rid of them. The Ace of Swords comes in next, and the Ace of Swords is all about you seeing that there's going to be new plans, new ideas starting to come in, and you're going to be able to see more success because this is a card of victory, okay? Something that was unclear is all of a sudden now is going to be clear. You're not going to be confused. You're going to see a picture in complete clarity. The truth comes out in a situation, and you're able to go after your goal that you want. You've got the Strength card, and the Strength card is you realizing that you're stronger than you actually believe you are. But this is a card that says, when you're discussing things with people, debates, negotiations, conversations, take a breather, step back and listen to the whole story before you jump in. Don't allow yourself to be triggered. Don't allow yourself to jump in in the heat of the moment with the roar of the lion. And then, we spewed off things. And then later on, it's like, oh, did I say that? How do I get out of it? Right. So you don't want to have to try to swim your way out of that mess. So look at things in a more understanding manner this week. If you're negotiating or talking to someone who might be coming across, a little bit abrasive, try to figure out why they're being that way before you jump down their throat. Okay. Because I tell everybody it's difficult, because when we get caught up in that moment, that anxiety and all that excitement, it's like we want to go charging in like a bull. And really afterwards, we often regret we did. Now the Ace of Cups comes in as well. You got the Ace of Swords, and now you have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is that card. It's a new beginning. And it can be, for some of us, a new relationship. I keep saying, Gerald, just saying that you might be meeting somebody new. Okay. It's all about love and happiness, and, all of those things that come in with the Ace of Cups. So somebody new could be coming in, but it can be a really close friendship, a soulmate, somebody that you feel really good and connected to. But it can also be a new love relationship that could be coming your way if you're interested in that. Now you've got the Fool coming in last, and the Fool, Gerald, is all about you perhaps wanting to change things up, do something new. Maybe you've been thinking about something for a very long time. Now the universe is saying, as long as you got your ducks in a row, you're able to take that leap and jump off. Okay. And go after what you want. I think that there might be something new coming out for you where you're going to want to go forward with the Fool card. I think that you've got everything coming in for you, but definitely with the Ace of Swords, you might be able now to see something in complete clarity that you've been wanting to do, but you weren't ready yet, or you didn't have all the tools and the resources and the ideas and the information that you needed. But I think you're going to have that now. So don't be afraid to take that leap of faith and go out there after that goal that you've been wanting to go out after, that passion, whatever it is. If it's a relationship, if it is something to do with investments, whatever the case is. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay. So we're going to go on. Thank you so much, Gerald. We're going to go on to Tammy. And Tammy, because you are a monitor and because you are a member on my channel, we're going to give you a couple of cards. Okay. It's not a full reading, but we definitely want to make you guys have priority, you and Anne Marie. So yeah, let's see what we've got here for you. Okay. What do you need to see, know, and expect? You're welcome, Gerald.
Okay, Tammy, thank you. And thank you for looking after the computers and everything every time. Much, much appreciated from Yorkshire. So on with your reading. What you need to focus on is the Seven of Pencils. This is the first card that's come. And this is leaving old ways behind and then focusing in a new direction on your needs and in new plans. So a new direction and new ways forward. The Awakening card number 12 is about looking at things with a different perspective. And if we look at the card, look, she's upside down. The world will look completely different from her viewpoint. So this is looking at things differently, positive perspectives, a different slant coming in from literally a different direction. It also says, be lovely individual you. Everybody else is taken. Be lovely individual you. And when you do those two things, you've got the victory card. Literally what it says on the card: victory, happiness, love, and success. So a very strong sense of a different direction, a new positive direction, not just in the ways of thinking, but in doing things. And follow that little signpost that focuses, it's pointing you in the direction of your plans and your needs. And when you move in that direction, the success is waiting at the end of it. So I hope that's all right, Tammy. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, I would just want to say hi to JR. Welcome to my room, and Deborah Holmes. Thanks for coming in. Okay, Tammy, I think you're going to see the momentum pick up. If you've been bored or things have been going really slow, you've come up with the 8 of Wands, and that is the card that says, you know, things are going to pick up. You're going to be getting busier. You're going to be wearing a lot of hats, but it's also, you could be planning a holiday, picking up and packing and wanting to go somewhere. But it's also thinking on your feet, your hard work is going to be paying off as well. Just get ready to be busy. You could be receiving a lot of texts, phone calls, emails, messages of some sort as well. But it's also the card of Cupid's arrows. You never know. You've had your struggles though. You know, here we are with the conflict card, and that is the 5 of Wands. And I always say the 5 of Wands is a conflict, but we have that ability to make choices, and that is, do we get involved in it? Okay. Pick your battles wisely. But there could be some little sort of irritation that might come in this week in the form of, you know, a little bit of an argument or a disagreement, but walk away from it if you can. Okay. Because sometimes these end up as no-win situations for us. Don't ever feel that you have to settle, take a back seat, or have to overly compete at this time. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You know, planting your seeds. You know, we always say the Queen of Pentacles is, you know, she's Mother Earth. She has a green thumb. What she puts her fingers to, she, you know, she can make it grow and expand, and it turns into something beautiful. But she's also that type of individual like you, Tammy, where I know you're concerned about your pets and your friends and your family, your closely linked family. And this is about you wanting to always be that mother figure, to be there for others. And that's a beautiful quality that you have. So, you know, also you could be concerned with finances this week, and you may be working out your finances in a way that's going to benefit you better this week. Okay. So if you're thinking about money, I see you working around your financial issues this week as well. And you're very smart by doing that. Okay. You're protecting yourself. So I hope that helps. Okay. All right. Anne Marie checking in. There you are. So Anne Marie, we're going to give you a couple of cards as well, because you are a member on my channel, and you've been such a great monitor and friend for me as well. So let's see what we have here. And it might even answer a question if you're thinking of something. So I'm just asking Spirit to let you see what you need to see, know, and expect. Okay, in the near future. It may or may not resonate. Remember, this is not a personal reading, guys. Okay. But I'm so closely connected to you, Anne Marie, that, you know, these cards always come up, you know, and you and I know. And I have to tell you, as I was shuffling, Anne Marie, they flipped right up, and there's 4 of them that flipped up, face up in the deck as I'm shuffling. Okay. So those are the cards I'm obligated to take. Okay. So let's see.
You
All
go,
right.
Brenda, then.
Okay. Are you ready? No?
You go with those 4.
Okay. And they literally flipped over right in the deck as I was shuffling. So, okay. And that's the message I'll have to take. So, right now, you know, there's going to be a financial new beginning. And it's funny that this card comes up, because you and I were just discussing something similar to that topic. And we know that the Ace of Pentacles is that card that says there's going to be a new beginning, and it can be a new job. Okay. It can be a new financial opportunity coming in for you. You know, it has to do with money and investments right now. Okay. So it's a card of stability, prosperity, and security. So there may be something new coming in. Okay. Now the Queen of Pentacles, there you are. Okay. You're being careful. You're planning your move. You know, you're planting your seeds, and keep doing that. Again, as we were discussing today, keep those resumes going out there. Keep your feelers going out there. Keep your ear to the ground. If there's somewhere else similar to that type of job and position in that type of organization that you know you're experienced in, you want, there could be another location like that, they're telling me, that might pop up, not that actual building there. Okay. So Anne Marie, that's what my guides are telling me. Take it from where it is, but I want you to keep your feelers out there. Okay. I know you're discouraged right now about a situation, and justifiably so. King of Cups. Yeah. And the Knight of Cups. So, you know, the King of Cups is nurturing, kind, understanding, somebody who steps in and says, hey, I want to help you out. Okay. Maybe it's going to have to do with this situation here when we talk about finances. career, money, and so on. I mean, they have a wealth of knowledge, and they want to be able to help you out with the situation. They give you wise counsel, and they do it out of the goodness of their heart. Okay. Because they care about you. They know what you're capable. And there could be somebody stepping forward that might surprise you, Anne-Marie, that says, hey, yeah, I know where that position is. I'm going to put a word in for you. Okay. I'm just saying. Now, this is your partner. Then the Knight of Cups is here. And we know we know who that is. Okay. But putting it on a business sense, this Knight of Cups could be, someone who brings you that information, okay, about an offer, an invitation to go somewhere as well. The King gives you the advice, okay, but the Knight brings you, even though he's not the page, he brings you that invitation, okay, because we know that the Knight is your knight in shining armor, someone who loves you, someone who's there for you. But let's take it another level over, Anne-Marie, assuming it's who that loves you. And I've said this all the time. Oh, thank you. They just threw the word freedom. Okay. So I'm sorry, but because they threw it at me, I had to say it, Anne-Marie. Spirit just threw out freedom. So I think he may be instrumental in helping you secure a new position and new job. Okay. I've said this for a long time throughout a lot of our readings in the past, but when they threw that word out, and I'm thinking, well, how's that going to happen? And then they threw the word freedom at me. Okay. So this could be the love of your life that's going to be there for you at the end of the day. Okay. I've seen you guys working together before, in many readings, whether he secures you a job, in a new place of employment, or you guys are working together. Okay, so I know this is in the future, but that's what they say. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah.
Okay, Anne-Marie. First card, 9 of Pencils. Focus on what could go right. This card says stay positive. And if you look, she's focusing only on something that is working. Now, it's very, very easy to say, oh, be positive. Very much easier said than done, I know. But if you focus on what could go right, you're putting a different tangent onto something, because as humans, we're very often programmed to focus on the opposite, what could go wrong. So this card is saying, focus on what could go right. Realize how far you've come. Realize how well you're doing. This is card 20, the card of reflection. And it looks like she isn't doing a lot, really. She's sitting down, she's put the rucksack down, and she's having a cup of tea and a slice of cake. But she's looking at this sign. You've got to look very carefully. And it says, climb to new heights. All the time she's sitting there, she's reflecting, but she's also planning on where to next. And that's just what you need to be focusing on. The Sun card comes out next, one of the best cards in the whole deck. This is you reaping the reward of your hard work. Look, she's planted the sunflowers a while ago, and she's had to wait until the sunflowers are in flower. And here they are. So this is success after hard work coming in for you. It also reminds you to get busy on those new ideas. So it's not just a card of going, oh, great, this is all. Actually, get busy, start to work on those new ideas. And very much a time of healing and moving on. That's what the 3 of Pencils is about. It's very much, look, the two lovely angels are ready at any minute just to stand up and walk forwards. It's clear the way in front of them. So very much a card that says expect the situation to improve and be ready to heal and move on, because that's what this Sun card is telling you, that success is well on the way. So I hope that helps. I hope you can resonate with that. And thank you for letting me read for you. That's really nice. Thank you.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay, Jeff has come in with the super chat. Thanks, Anne Marie. My question is about my business. I am so close to making some good money. Anything I can do to secure this next level? Anything in my power to speed this process up? Okay, so what do you need to see, know, and expect, right? Okay. Hi, Earl. Nice to see you. All right. And welcome, Jeff, to my room. I think you're new to me. Maybe you follow us, but I don't recognize your name. So thank you for coming in. So this is focused on finances.
Shall I go, Brenda?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Jeff, here we go. First card, 5 of coins. Focus on your strengths, this card says. And it says also, be very careful where you put your focus. Now, on the card here, she is so focused on this empty piggy bank that she hasn't realized she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right behind her. She has all the resources right there, but she has to stand up and turn around to find them. So don't be so focused in one direction or focused on lack that you miss the opportunity and realize that you have all the resources that you need. So focus, really important. The magician comes in and says, you are ready. You have everything you need. So a real positive boost there, a real boost of confidence. And then the Ace of Wands comes in with a fantastic opportunity and literally says, what are you waiting for? This is a brand new start. It's the Wands card. It's very much to do with confidence. It's to do with optimism. It's to do with energy and doing. And on the card, look, she's jumped into the basket. That's the opportunity and she's away. So this card says, stay alert, stay awake, because there could well be a very lucrative opportunity and you need to be ready for that. And the magician says, you have everything you need. You are ready. So focus and then get ready to make your move. I hope that's all right for you, Jeff. I hope that makes sense.
Okay. Thank you, Anne. All right. So I've got some very different cards for you, Jeff. I know you've been really pushing yourself really hard here with the 10 of Wands. It's almost like you've taken on a great burden to try to push forward for your business and to see you making this this deal or making this money coming in. You're going to make it. Okay, you're going to get to the top of that mountain, but it's going to be a hard climb for you. You've really worked hard towards this goal, and try not to take on the burdens of other people in the process if you can. You're looking back with hindsight here with the 5 of Cups, feeling the lack and loss here, feeling, disappointments and a situation that perhaps in the past had not turned out for you. Okay. But this is a card that says don't dote on it, because if you do, Jeff, it's going to grow on you. So please try to maintain that ability of manifesting what it is you want by positivity and believing that you own it. It's yours. Because I'll tell you something, you've worked hard for this and you deserve this. Okay. You worked really hard for this. And it's telling me that that's going to be over. That burden is going to be over. And then you're coming down the other side and things are going to be easier for you financially. In the center, you've got you have that page, or pardon me, that Knight of Pentacles. And we know that Knight of Pentacles, he had to show up, right? It's the slowest moving knight out there, which means you're still in the waiting game. Okay. You're close, but you're not there yet. And I hate that when this shows up because it makes you discouraged. You start thinking, okay, I put all this darn work into it. I've worried myself sick about it. And I've even lost some sleep about it with the 4 of Swords here. But you have to be patient. Okay. Patience, perseverance, and make a detailed plan. As long as you can maintain that ability not to get up in your head and worry so much and bring in that juju and bad energy towards yourself, you've worked hard for it and you deserve this to come in. Okay. You deserve this happiness. So, the Knight of Pentacles, he wins. He goes into battle mode, but he's prepared. So he doesn't have to have plan B. So he does win. And I'm saying that your center position here is patience and perseverance, and you will reach your goal because of that. Okay. So don't get up in your head. You know, the Two of Swords shows up conflicted about the choices and decisions that you're having to make at this time. And it's getting to you. Okay. Because you're so close and you want to speed this process up, but it's not coming fast. Okay. Don't get discouraged because of that. I think, you know, you're going to be able, you're kind of at a stalemate. You're sitting on the fence right now. You're waiting for this to happen. But I do think that, you know, you have made the right decisions. Okay. Even though this says you don't want to make it, I'm seeing that you have made the right decision. Call a truce. Take time out. Okay. The Four of Swords is you put a lot into this. And what's happening is now it's overload in your head. You're worrying about it. You've done all this work. Why hasn't it happened? You know, and then that Knight of Pentacles shows up and says, you got to wait. It's just not here yet. But you've done everything right. Okay. So big thing here. Don't get up in your head. Stay positive. You've done all the work you can do, but, you know, let go of the fear and the stress and the anxiety right now, because the Four of Swords says you need to call a truce. Take time. Put your feet up. Okay. Try to rest now because you put a lot into this and just wait it out. But when I say wait it out, the Knight of Pentacles says your perseverance will get you to that goal. You'll reach that goal. Okay. I can't give you a time span on this right now, but it's going to happen. It's just taking time. Sorry about that, but it happens that way. Okay. So I hope this helps you. Hi, Alex. Welcome. Nice to see you again. Thank you for your super sticker. Do you have a question you want us to focus on in this reading? Oh, how will my week go at work? Thank you very much, Jeff. I'm really glad to see you in my room. And thank you for your super chat and your trust in us to do this reading. Okay. Hi, guys. Good to see you all. How will my week go? Yeah. At work and money. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we have here. All right. Keep my list going. So your storms have subsided over there, Anne?
They have, thank goodness. Just rain now.
just
yeah, more rain.
No ferocious, you know, typhoons happening or anything. Just
no, we don't want any more. Thank you. That was last week, but I thought we were going to get a pound. But
yeah, geez.
Alex, this week, how will this week go? And money
at work.
At work. This week, look at things from a different perspective. This is the 12 Awakening card, and it's looking at things from a different angle, turning things upside down, making sure that you're looking at things from every aspect. So there's some certain mindfulness and different ways of approaching things this week. When you do that, the victory card is here for you. 6 of Wands, literally. Victory, success, things that you've been working towards showing up and you really enjoying those. The Page of Teacups brings in some messages and information for you this week. And these are messages of a very positive emotional nature. So this could be possibly meeting somebody new that you're going to be getting on really well with. Or this could be somebody really appreciating, saying thank you for everything you do and all that you are. So positive messages coming in of a positive emotional nature. Just choose carefully if there are things going on or if there are decisions to be made at work, or especially with money. The Knight of Teacups comes, Pencils, beg your pardon, comes flying in. Now, the Knights all have a motorbike in my deck, and they all come racing in and with a message. Now, this one says, choose carefully. She's got the bumpy track full of potholes or the main road. So there may be choices that you have to make this week. And when the Knight of Pencils comes in, you might suddenly have to make a decision. And that's fine, provided that you choose carefully, that you've got all your information in front of you. Don't be rushed into any snap decisions. Step back, have a cup of tea, just go steady. And you're clearly going to do that because the King of Coins, the Midas Touch King, is your final card. That's success, that's abundance, that's opportunity. Anything that this king does is successful. So that could be very successful financially. It's finances, home life, and work life. So you've got a little bit of mindfulness homework to do first, getting your perspectives, thinking things through really carefully. And then there you go. That's your success waiting for you at the end of the week. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you can resonate with that, Alex. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. Lovely. Okay. So Alex, there's going to be some quick decisions you're going to have to make. You're going to have to think on your feet. You've got the Knight of Wands, and that's quick moving action. That's almost like something of an urgency. You're going to hear a call or a letter or get a message of some sort where you're going to have to jump up and say, well, I can't procrastinate about this. I need to do this. So it might have to do with something at your place of work, where you're going to have to make a careful but snap decision. Okay. You're going to have to make a decision. You might be dealing with people that want to debate with you. You might be dealing with people that want to compete with you. Excuse me. Well, I have a little sip of water. You're surrounded by people who love a challenge, but so do you, Alex. So I do think that something's going to come in that's going to get your creative juices flowing, and you're going to be passionate about it. Now, you do have the Tower, and I never get afraid of the Tower. The Tower to me is inevitable change. Something happens all of a sudden, the status quo gets flipped on its head, and you have to make choices and decisions, excuse me, to take a detour towards something new. So I think that there's going to be something here that's going to make you have to make a snap decision to change something. And often it has to do with rebuilding a new foundation. I'm sorry. Now, I do not see this as you losing your job or it becoming redundant. I just see that there could be changes at your place of work that might happen all of a sudden that you're going to have to be faced with. I think you're going to seek out counsel. Maybe you're going to go to human resources. Maybe you're going to be speaking to your supervisor, your boss, the powers that be. The Hermit shows up. Okay, you're going on a journey now. You want to speak to the right people. You want to connect to your mentors. You want to, you're going on a spiritual quest, but you're also wanting to get the answers that you want to know. Okay, so looking for inner guidance, and the only way you're going to get inner guidance, I always say, when we go within, we never go out. So it promotes us to go out there and hook up with the right connections, the right people, the right mentors that can guide us through a process. So you might be speaking to somebody about something that's going to come up really fast at work, and you need to ask about it. You've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is, feeling creative, being able to express that, feeling good about a situation, almost like something happens where somebody may step forward and they might be there to connect with you and help you with this situation because they care about you. He's not really the King of Cups, but this Knight of Cups is loving, caring, positive. And you may feel, or it could even be your partner or somebody you feel very connected to on an emotional level, where they're there to support you through a situation. The Ace of Swords is victory. Okay. It's new ideas. It's new plans. It's moving forward. It's clarity. It's being able to see light at the end of the tunnel, and you focusing on this, on a new vision, and being surrounded by stimulating people. Okay, so I think you're going to find that things are going to be changing. Somehow something suddenly is going to happen at work. Okay, and there's going to be some change, but I think you're going to have support there from everybody else. Maybe you're going to be offered a different position. Maybe you're going to get a new job description, because your outcome card is the Nine of Pentacles. And that is the card of, independence, success, financial stability, all of those things, security and prosperity when it comes to money, being able to walk in your garden of abundance and pretty much being able to pick and choose what it is you want to do now. So I do think that you're going to find the rewards are going to come through because of your hard work. Okay. So yeah, a very different reading, but at the end of the day, like Anne, there is going to be success. Okay. Nine of Pentacles is a pretty darn good card when it comes to financial security and abundance. Okay. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much again, Alex, for always coming into my room and trusting Anne and I to do these. A promotion would be sweet. Yeah, victory is mine. Yeah, stay positive. Okay, believe it's yours. Okay, manifest it for sure. All right. Okay, thank you. We've got Earl. All right. Guidance from spirit. Anything, right, Earl? Okay, what's coming in? Okay. What do you need to see, know, and expect? What I got? And Jeff said, them, yeah, he was happy with his reading. Just what he needed to hear.
Oh, right.
So that was great. Okay,
So
you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. So Earl, 13 new beginnings. Just what it says on the card. New chapters opening up. New opportunities. This is the card not just of positive change. This is the card of transformation. Wonderful new beginnings. Leaving the past behind. That's what the 5 of teacups is all about. And look, she's leaving these little teacups behind her. She's walking away. And we acknowledge the past because it's brought us to where we are now. It's important. But look, she's now moving on, moving forward. And in front of her, there are 2 full teacups and a teapot full of tea. All this abundance, all this positivity. So very much a card of moving on towards joy. This could be a new friendship. The Ace of Teacups is all about new beginnings. This is about positive new emotions coming in. Sometimes it could be the start of a lovely new friendship, but generally it's positive emotions, joy, enthusiasm, happiness, optimism, a real start for you enjoying these coming in. And clearly you're going to be successful at this because I pulled an extra card as well. And this is the King of Coins, Midas Touch King, confidence, opportunity, success. Very much focused on family, focused on home life, focused on finance and work life. So success coming in. And I see this actually, you standing in this success and really enjoying it, manifesting what it is that you would like and enjoying these wonderful opportunities because this fantastic new beginning is right here for you. So Earl, I hope you can resonate with that. I hope that's helpful. Thank you.
Earl, you have a whole lot of cards that literally flew out of my deck. So when this happens to me, I don't just count them. I say I have to take them. So in reference to hopefully a new beginning and a new relationship, you get the 10 of Cups. You know, Earl, it doesn't get much better than that. That is a complete fairy tale. But with a Knight of Pentacles, you have to get out there and make yourself active, current, promote yourself, market yourself. How are you going to meet this new beautiful person in your life? You've got to get out there. She's not going to knock. They're not going to knock on your door and say, I'm here. You've got to go out there and you have to go after it. So whether you get on a dating app or you belong to organizations and groups and clubs where you're going to meet someone, this is not sitting there and waiting around. This is about, you know, you're going to have to go out and promote yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, right? So you don't want to be slow. If this is what you truly want in your life, Earl, get out there. This is how eHarmony, here I come. I got out on Match.com. There's many derivatives that branch off from that. And I tell you, it doesn't get much more fairy tale like than somebody meets you and 7 months later marries you on the most active volcano in Italy, pays to fly you all over Italy to all the UNESCO sites, all 5-star hotels. Doesn't get any better than that, Earl. I manifested it. You can too. Okay. So yes, get out there. So you've got Judgment. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, Earl. I do think that you're going to have a new beginning here. I'm leaning towards the relationship part of this right now. Okay. You did say focusing on my business after a wonderful trip to Orlando. Remember, we read you on that and we said this trip was going to be good. And it was. So that's great. Thank you for that clarification. But you know what? Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Earl, go out there and say you're worthy of, and you're worth it to meet somebody. And they're going to be darn lucky to have you. Okay. That's the attitude that you have to, not arrogant and egotistical, but just knowing that you're worthy of somebody. And, don't take your time, get out there now and start making yourself active. Okay. You're going to get a second chance at this. Okay. That's what the judgment card's about. It's like almost like you go like this and you go, thank you. You're able to move in a new direction. So there may be someone new coming in for you. You've got lots of choices and decisions coming in with the 7 of Cups. I think these are the choices that you make for your dreams to come true. And I do think you'll be making the right one. The Ace of Swords says, if you've been confused about something here, focusing on your business, you're always focusing on your business. And that's important because that is your security blanket. And you can't have a wonderful life or date somebody and want to enjoy them together without having enough money to do that. You don't have to be rich, but you have to be comfortable to be able to afford it. So there's new ideas coming in all the time to you. And I think you're going to be making new plans. And I do think that you are going to be able to see things in complete clarity now. Ace of Swords is victory after all the work you put into something, being able to see a clear sight line and light at the end of the tunnel, being able to go after that. So you're always working on your business, which is great. You're holding on though. You have the 4 of Pentacles, that's holding on to situations, people, or the energy around you, or even your money. And that's okay. This is called the hoarder and the miser. Some people say that this 4 of Pentacles is somebody who's stingy, they're cheap, but it's not true. I always read it that they're being careful, and they need to be. I mean, you don't want to go out and buy a big ticket item until if you really know you don't have the money to do it, right? Because it's going to come back to bite you when the bill comes in. So this is about holding on to things. Loosen up just a little bit, okay? Enjoy yourself, but protect yourself as well. Death card, endings, new beginnings. Rebirth. Okay. So I do think that things are going to change. Things are going to change and you're going to be moving forward. You're going through transformation now. Things are going to happen. I think your business is doing well. I think you're comfortable there. You're very focused on success, and that's why you have it and you will have it. And now it's time for you to share all those beautiful things with some beautiful person. The Knight of Wands comes in. Are you ready for this? The Knight of Wands comes charging in all of a sudden, and it's about making quick decisions and being ambitious. But it's also, it can be your knight that comes in, and I always call this the player, but I shouldn't, because they come in for a hot and heavy, passionate love affair with you, okay? Now, you can make it what you want. I always say they come in, it comes in fast, you have it, and then, things kind of peter off, and they're not so passionate after a while. But it's also about having to act on something quick. You might be surprised if you get out there on that dating app, you might be really surprised how fast people are going to respond to you. Okay. You might even be overwhelmed a little bit with, like I say, with the 7 of Cups. It might be overwhelming to you all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, this person's wanting to meet me. This person's wanting to chat up this person. So you have to learn to swipe and delete very quickly because, we have to be careful. And I think you're going to be careful with this 4 of Pentacles when it comes to that. But I do think there's a good possibility you're going to meet somebody, Earl. Okay. As far as your business goes, you're successful in your own right. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about that. Hi, Christine. How are you? So nice to see you. It's great to see you in my room. So I do readings for Christine, and it's nice to see you in my chat room. I have never had that kind of attention. Well, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, girl. Okay. That's part of the problem. You've got to realize that you're worthy of being a good catch. And that's not being arrogant. That's not being conceited. That's not being egotistical. It's just saying, hey, I'm a good person and I deserve to find a good person. Okay. And believe in it. All right. So, and it'll happen. Okay, who have we got now? Okay, so I think we've got through our super chat. So we're going to go back here. We did Tammy, we did Anne-Marie, and now we're going to go back. So I need you guys to tell me you're still here in the room. We're down to 10 people. So Stephanie, if you're here, let me know, okay? Because we're going to read people that are in the room. If you've left, it's kind of futile to do that when there's people in the room waiting that are actually here. So you're welcome, Earl. So Stephanie, if you're here, we're going to give you a couple of cards. Helen's here. Yeah, Ellen's here. I see that. But I'm waiting to see Stephanie. I'm going according to the people who came in the room in order. Okay, so we have Stephanie, Mary, Kath,
Stephanie's here.
Stephanie's here. Okay, sweetheart.
Yep.
So that's how it's working. Okay. You're after Erica Duncan, Ellen, if she's here. If she's not, then you get bumped up. Okay. So we're going to give you a couple of cards. Stephanie, yeah. Just to see what the energy around you is. Any personal questions, you guys know, requires a super chat. Okay, so it's going to be like past, present, future type of thing, Anne. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got that 3 going. When we do the actual readings, guys, just so that you know what we're doing, generally it's 5-card spread for people that pay for a reading, but like with Earl, they were really strong and more cards flew out of my deck. Okay. So if you're paying for a reading, that can happen and you'll get even a bigger reading. But in general, the people in the room will get 2 to 3 cards. Okay. So, okay, go for it, Anne. Stephanie.
Okay, Stephanie. 8 of Coins, paying attention to the small details. This is something that you've had to do or very much are encouraged to do now. It's reading the small print twice. It's dotting the I's. It's crossing the T's. Making sure all of those tiny little final details are in place, because they're only little details, but they make a massive difference. So first of all, get the small paperwork, get the tiny details all in place. The Emperor card says, get organized. Now it's time to do the planning. Now, at a moment's notice, the Emperor is ready to go because everything's planned in advance. Everything is neat, everything is tidy, plans are in place, and everything is organized. And you can see on the card here how this Emperor figure here is sharing all this knowledge with other people. This is you stepping up into this leadership role with a clear plan. The King of Wands then shows up. Now, this is fantastic. Authority figures in the deck. The kings come in. The King of Wands, very much a business-like energy, very much the entrepreneur. The King of Wands is very, very successful in business or in their field of expertise because they've had to learn how to be. And now they are very happy to share this knowledge and all this learning with other people. So again, like I said, with this card, this could be you stepping up into this teacher, mentor, helper role. Or it could be somebody with the expertise in your field coming in to help you get your how-to plan together, get your step-by-step plan in place. And that involves doing all the little tiny extra little jobs and taking care of all those small details. And when you do all of that, the King of Wands, confidence and success. So I hope you can resonate with that, Stephanie. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, Stephanie, you know, you're going through conflicts. There could be some arguments that might be happening around you this week. Pick and choose your battles wisely, okay? You don't want to get involved in any no-win situations. Sometimes you might be feeling a little bit defensive this week and have to defend your corner a little bit, but that's okay if you feel you have the need to do that. But try not to get involved in other people's battles or drama. Hold on. You've got the 4 of Pentacles. You could be hanging on to a situation, somebody in your life, or even the energy around you. But you can also be holding on and being careful with your finances this week. Keep that in mind. You might be budgeting and juggling money around this week to try to rob Peter to give to Paul, if you know what I mean. The Death card shows up. That's all about new beginnings, transformation. Something's going to end, and you're going to be able to open a door to new opportunities and move in a new direction. So it's a brand new beginning. You're going through spiritual transformation, and it is a new beginning for you. Letting go, endings and new beginnings, change, transition, all those things. It can be sudden, it can happen suddenly, or you might even have planned this to happen, but something's going to end and a new beginning is going to happen. Okay. Try to avoid any arguments this week. Okay. Stephanie, thank you. Okay. So what I need is, I know that Elaine's here. I know that Christine Jacamart's here. Those two are here for sure. Please leave us a message. Mary Kath hasn't come back yet to say she's here. We're down to 6 people. So chances are a lot of people have had to leave. So we're going to jump right into Elaine, okay, because she definitely is here. And then we'll go to Christine Jacamart, because I know she's here. So the rest of you have to step up and tell me you're here, okay? So Christine Jacamart is here, okay. Okay, so we're going to do Elaine first, okay? Okay.
Helene, 3 of Wands card comes up first for you. This is about dreaming big and then dreaming even bigger. This is the card of looking to the future, looking at the long term, not necessarily what's just in front of you now. Now, on the card here, look, the long-term plan is the healthy forest. But she has to start by planting these little tiny seedlings first. So this is dreaming big, dreaming even bigger. Put a date on it, then you've got a goal. And then start to take the tiniest steps, even if they seem insignificant. It might be just sending off an email. It might be just reading up some information. It might be just making an inquiry. It might be reading something. Start those first tiny steps to get the momentum going. The Strength card says you've got this, you can do this. This is the card that comes in and says be assertive. You can say no. That's a full sentence. You can say no, thank you. You can say this will work well for me. This may not work so well for me. That's all okay. If you do it politely and you do it kindly and you stand in your assertiveness, that is going to serve you well. Saying what will work well for you, saying what you would like. Sometimes we're so polite. It's lovely that we are, but we almost get in our own way because we're not actually saying, this will work for me. May I do this? Can I do this? Life experience is your last card. Positive changes now. This is learning from the past. Look, the sandcastle here is washing away. She built that and she's really realized that perhaps isn't looking so good now. But what she learned from building that, her life experience, her wisdom, these little pearls of wisdom she's taking with her, learning from the past, what worked, what didn't work, that's just as helpful. And then making those positive changes now. So very much the cards here, standing in your strength, looking at the long term. Where would you like to go? Start manifesting, start taking action, and start those positive changes, learning from your personal experience. And when you do all of that, you'll be well on your way. So I hope that helps, Helene. Thank you.
Thanks, Anne. Beautiful. Okay, Elaine, you've got the six of cups, and that is getting in touch with somebody from a distance or somebody you knew in the past. You might be connecting with someone who might be able to help you with the situation, whether it's your housing situation, whether it's your work situation, anything like that. Okay. You might be reminiscing about something that you did in the past, and now you're thinking maybe you should make that connection with that person again. They might be beneficial and instrumental in guiding you forward with a situation or a goal you're working on. Don't be afraid to connect with somebody from your past, okay? The Page of Pentacles says you're going to hear good news about money, which is going to be beneficial to you. And it has to do with solid new beginning. Something's going to change here. You're going to have an opportunity to increase your income, okay, with something that you're going to be doing, whether it's something you're personally developing or whether you are seeking a better position, job title, or making more money with the job you're going to be at. I think you have this ability to share your gifts with others, and you're going to get support in that part of your life, okay? It doesn't get much better than this, Ellen. Guess what you've got? You've got the Sun, and the Sun is the best card in the deck. You know, it's all about happiness, positivity, freedom, success, enjoying everything, and the return of physical, emotional, and, you know, mental good health, being open, new beginnings. Everything's going to be more fertile in your life. But I do think that you're going to be able to see something coming into you in the form of a new job, whether it's a new job title, whether you're going to be in a position where you're going to be able to do your own thing on the side, like we've talked about, or whether the job you're going to be taking on is going to bring you better money, better opportunities, doors opening to more success in that part of your life. But the Sun says you're going to get it. Okay. I know you had a rough January. I know, sweetheart, but this is all good energy coming in. Don't be afraid to connect with somebody that helped you out in the past, someone who you might know that can help you with that situation. Okay. Because that's what they're telling me. There might be somebody you knew in your past. And if you connect with them, they might be able to give you some sort of help there, contact, anything like that. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Hi, Soul Alchemy. Hi, Heather. How are you today? Nice to see you. This is Heather, everybody. Soul Alchemy. Please go check her out. She also has her own channel. Okay, please do that. Hi, Damara. Nice to see you. All right. Loved your baby on your lap in the choir. Yes, that little puppy today in church. She sits on her mummy's lap in the choir, and I swear you'd think this dog was deaf because it just looks around. Everybody's singing at the top of their lungs. She passes it to anybody she wants. It cuddles up. It was giving me a kiss. Molly's such an adorable little dog, and yeah. Also, our church does the blessing of our pets once a year, and we can bring our dogs and our cats and whatever pets we have, and they get a blessing as well. Okay, thank you so much, Ellen, for being in my room here. Okay, we're going to do Christine Jacquemart because she is a super chat, and then we're going to do we're going to do Mary Cass because she did come in to say yeah, she's here. Okay, so Christine, Nathan decided to go back to get his PhD. Is this a good option? Okay, Nathan is her son. Okay, just so that you know, Anne.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, she's a personal client of mine as well, and so I knew who Nathan was. Just so that you know, it's her son, and he's decided to do this, and she wants to know if that's a good idea. Let's see what we have. Nice to see you again, Jacqueline. Okay. Oh, Jacqueline's over in Belgium. We were asking everybody when they came in the room, Jacqueline, to say where they're from. Yeah, cool. Go ahead.
So, okay. So, is this a good option? Two of Coins comes out, and this is all about balance, work-life balance in particular. It's about making wise and sensible choices. It's about financial balance. So when it is, the question is this a good idea? I would say yes, and work-life and the workload needs to be done in a balanced way, that the amount of work involved needs to be something that you need to be mindful of. Queen of Teacups comes in and says very much this is about self-care, looking after yourself first. And that isn't selfish, but it does mean when the Queen of Teacups does this, that she is in such an amazing place to help other people. The Queen of Teacups absolutely personifies humanity, humility, and charity. So very much involved in, it could be volunteering, charitable work, some sort of work where you are caring and looking after other people and making them feel better. That is the arena for the Queen of Teacups. And she needs to fill her own cup first. So there are two lovely cards there, both saying yes, and make sure that the workload is managed efficiently and successfully. Letting go of any negative thoughts that you can't do it. That's what this 8 of Pencils is about. Popping that balloon full of negative thoughts and in fact, instead flying the kite saying, oh, yes, I can. This card comes in with an absolute lovely message of self-belief. And the final card, the King of Pencils, look, is standing there giving a lecture. Very adept at public speaking, very much a card of sound advice, a professional who will give really specific advice on complex issues like a legal issue. It might be the small print in a job contract. It might be finances, the sort of paperwork that perhaps we wouldn't come across every day. This King of Pencils is the expert and stands up and says and helps with this advice. So I would say, is it a good option? Yes, because I think that's the final outcome. Someone standing there with all their expertise in the world, helping others, speaking to others with knowledge, with wisdom, with education, and using those lovely qualities of loving compassion mixed together. Those two together, what a lovely, lovely combination, because you've got the loving kindness, the help, and you've also got the sharp intellect, and you've got the expertise. Absolutely top of the game. So, Christine, I hope that's helpful to you. Thank you.
So, Anne, after that beautiful positive reading, is it a good idea that Nathan does this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I think this too. Yeah.
Yes. Too. Yeah. And he's got to manage the workload.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got to think about
that's the key to it.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Anne. Okay. So Christine, he's been thinking about this a long time. He's been in limbo. I know your situation. I've done many readings on you and his situation. I think, he's been thinking about this for quite a while, and it's a time in his life. He's at that tender age where he's really focused on his future and his finances, right? I always say, we can reinvent ourselves at any age, but while you have the energy, the usefulness, and what it is you want to go after your goal, yeah, it will require a PhD in whatever it is he wants to do, right? So I do think that he was feeling trapped for a while. I think he felt as though he wasn't getting ahead and he wasn't getting the return for the effort he was putting out into this, okay, this situation. And, we have two choices. We can sit there and put up and shut up, or we can get off our backside and we can say, okay, the only way I'm going to get this extra money, I'm going to get this position and job title, is if I go after it. And I think he's been thinking about this a long time. Okay. He's been lacking sleep. He's got the 4 of Swords here where his mind's going around all the time. And I think he's just finally, with having gone around and around in his head, do I do this or don't I do this? And all of these thoughts that come into play while he was in that hangman situation, he's had to look at things from a higher and different perspective. And sometimes he has to change things without changing who he is, but changing the way he's doing things. So the 4 of Swords says, you know what? I'm calling a truce. I'm stepping back. I'm going to really think long and hard about this. I'm letting go of the stress. He needs to get his rest. Now, Anne came out with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups says she gives, gives, gives. She's the ultimate mother. And there comes a time where he may resent always having to give, be a people pleaser, and doing for someone else. Okay, we won't go there because you and I know who that someone else was or is still. So he's now thinking about himself, and he needs to let go of that stress and anxiety, go after his goals, because the Page of Cups comes in, and that's good news about finances, stability, security. Okay, that's the beginning of it. Good news to do with those earthly matters. And I do think that if he stays open-minded and he goes after this, he'll do it. Now, also with the Page of Pentacles, this is about scholars. This is about school. This is about, students. This is about going back. Exactly what you're asking me. Going back. Should he go back to get his PhD? Yes. Big fat yes. Okay. I mean, it's even written on this card without me even, because I don't usually read them. I just, I know what they mean, and I that's how I fly. And also with what spirit shoots at me. So definitely, this is about him going back to school, getting what he wants, because you know what? He wants more money. He needs more money. It's his lifestyle. And here he is. He's got this card of gifts. He's got this Six of Pentacles, negotiations, going back and forth, give and take. So I think he's working things out right now. Now, you didn't mention someone else, AE, his father. And I still think the spirit says he's having contact there, Christine, where he might be discussing something with his father as well. But you know what? This is a card of generosity. This is the card of getting something and giving something and receiving something in return for it. Okay. Negotiations are going to go well. I think he's making his mind up that that's the only way he's going to have this money. Now, the King of Swords says he could be asking for some counsel here, some wise counsel. There could be something here where he needs to get some. Yeah, there you go. He needs to get some wise counsel from somebody who has that ability to guide him through this process. It could be somebody in authority. It could be a prof. It could be a lawyer. It could be him signing contracts, anything like that. Okay. But the bottom line is, I think both Anne and I have come up with the right conclusion that, yeah, this is the best thing this your son can do. By all means, go after it. Go get it, because he wants to make more money. He's thought about it a long time, and he realizes that in order to get ahead, he needs to do that. So it is a good idea. Okay, Mom, you got a good kid there. Let him fly. He's got to make his mistakes, and he's going to fall, and he's going to skin his knees now and then. Just wipe it up, get him on his feet again, and say, trust he can do this. Okay. He's got it all. This kid is smart. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Christine. So nice to see you. Yeah, great news. I know, eh? It's awesome. So Marky Mark's in my room, guys. Say hi to him. Marky Mark almost goes out every single night. He is a medium. I told you guys before, he pulled in my late husband who died years ago. And actually, my late husband, I asked him to let him know he was there if he had a message. And I'd had orbs flying all around me for a week. And he gave him his name. He came right out and said, yeah, this is John. And it was amazing. So if you want any mediumship done, he's the guy for you to go to. He's dead on. But check him out anyway. I pretty much do every day, eh, Mark, when you're out there. He's out there giving out messages, and he lives on a beautiful island, Bermuda. Wow. Okay. Go check out his channel here, please. It's a great guy. Okay, so now I want to go back to Mary Kath, because Mary Kath said she was still here. And here you are. Yes. Okay, so Mary Kath, we're going to give you a couple cards. We're going to ask Spirit what you need to see, know, and expect. It's a general, but because you're in my room, I trust Spirit and their messages. Okay. So let's see what we've got. So guys, please step up and let me know who's in my room, because some people come, some people go, our counts go up and down. And we want to actually, and I know Damara's here, and Damara, you're next, sweetheart, because you are a member of mine in my room. So yeah, my beautiful songbird, my beautiful seasoned OG entertainer that's pretty much sang and walked the path with so many of the Motown greats. She's an amazing entertainer. But just, you blow me away tomorrow. Oprah Winfrey, I mean, all the people that you've had walking the path with you, that you've befriended. It's amazing. Okay. And Patricia, you're here too. Okay. So we're going to do Mary Kath.
Mary Kath. Shall
Yep.
I go ahead, Brenda?
Absolutely. If you're ready. Yep.
Mary Kath, King of Wands. Here is confidence for you. Here is success for you. This is very much a business-like energy. This is the King of Wands is just really successful at what they do because they've had to learn how to be. And now they're helping other people to be successful as well. So this could be somebody coming in to help you with a how-to plan, or it could be you stepping up into that teaching, mentoring, counseling, helping role. Know that you've got this. You've got the strength card next. This is about using your assertiveness with kindness to get the results that you want. So this is you standing up, saying, yes, please, this will work for me. No, thank you. That's also a full sentence. So be strong, but as you're doing so, do so with kindness. Use that assertiveness wisely. The magician says, whatever you're thinking, you are ready. You can do this and you have everything you need. So if there's any little sort of self-doubt flying around anywhere, not anymore, because the magician says you are ready. And honestly, if you ask anybody who's really that you really have an affinity with, who's been really successful or that you really resonate with, if you really ask them, were you ready to take that next step? I bet most of them said, no, I didn't feel ready at all. I just did it. And that's what you need to be doing. Taking that next step, being assertive, standing up for yourself. This assertiveness is coming through twice. Here we have the Seven of Wands with the grumpy little sheep that I was talking about earlier. So this is you standing up. I'm saying standing up for yourself. I prefer to use the word standing in your confidence. And you are ready to take those next steps forward. Say what works for you. Say what doesn't work for you either. And having that confidence. And here you are, King of Wands, standing in that confidence and making your move in the direction you want to go with your plan and how you want to get there, because the success will be waiting for you at the end of it. So, Mary Kath, I hope that's helpful. I hope you can resonate with that. And thank you for coming into the room. I really appreciate that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. Okay, Mary Kath. There may be a new financial beginning for you. I don't know if you've had a clash of wills with somebody, or whether you are, having a clash of wills with yourself. There could be a new opportunity coming in, a new financial opportunity. It could be a new job description. You could be getting a raise. But I think that you may get an offer, but also there could be, you may be getting an offer, but you're thinking long and hard about it. Okay. When I see the Five of Wands is that almost that no-win situation, picking your battles wisely. Somebody could be poking you with a stick this week that might be getting you a little bit irritated. And it could be somebody at work. Okay. There's always somebody who wants to shadow us and ride on our coattails of success at times. And it's how we deal with those situations. I think that you are, you've got good business sense. I think that you are wanting to move ahead. There might be a new beginning for you with your job, maybe a new direction of some sort that's coming in, because you've got the Queen of Wands. I always say the Queen of Wands is this queen. She flips the bird at anybody that doubts her. And she says, watch me. Okay. She's walked through the fire. She's come out the other side like the phoenix. She's worked hard for what she's got. And any of those Debbie Downers, those people that doubt her, she just, don't just ignore them, because there's always going to be somebody that the little green monster is going to eat up and spit out. Okay. So there could be people around you that are a little bit envious of who you are and the position that you're in at work. You and I haven't done a lot of personal readings about this, but I'm just flying by the seat of my pants and what my guides are telling me right now. Okay. There could be a new opportunity coming in, and you could either be conflicted in your head. Do I do it or don't? Or you might be saying, you know what, this position here, It's dog eat dog where I'm in right now. And this is a good opportunity for me to move forward into another position here. Okay. Don't be afraid to do that. Okay. You have what it takes with the Queen of Wands, Mary Cass, to go after what you want. Okay. Don't let those people around you, things at work have been a little off lately. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Don't let those people at work push your buttons. Okay. They may think, you're this beautiful, sweet little face, but and you are, but they need to realize that there's a very powerful woman in there, and you've got a lot here that they better respect. Okay. So I'm glad that she clarified that. Things at work have been a little off. I know. I tell you, when Spirit sends me these messages, and you and I haven't talked about that's what they're showing me. So thank you, Mary Cass, for clarifying that. And I hope that helps. Stand your ground. Okay. Defend your corner. All right. You deserve it. And if something new comes up, go for it. Don't be afraid. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad I got her in there. Okay. So Damara, yes, we're getting my Damara in here because Damara has been here forever, and she is also a member on my channel. So we're going to pull a few cards for you, sweetheart. Okay. Where are you? Here you are. All righty. So there's 8 of you left in my room, counting Damara. Let me know who's in here. And if you're in here and you want, if you're in my room, you'll get cards. Okay. As time permits. All right. Yeah, I know. I love the sun too, Damara. Let's see if we, okay. Heather's still here too. We'll see if we can get the sun for you as well, Damara.
Okay. Damara, first card, Page of Teacups. So this is a message coming in for you. All the pages are messengers, and the Teacups card is about messages of love and appreciation. So you could very well be getting lovely messages of exactly that: love, appreciation, you being appreciated for everything you do and all that you are. This can also mean that this could be the start of a lovely new friendship as well. Now, this card also says, trust your intuition. Go within. How do you feel? What's that little voice inside saying? So it's there to help you, and it's there to keep you on track. The Ace of Teacups, very much, we've got the same suit here. Look, this is the Ace. This is the start of a wonderful new beginning. Again, all about positive emotions, love, positivity, happiness. Sometimes it can mean a new home, but generally it's the start of lovely joy, happiness, and love. And you being appreciated. It's very much a card of loving appreciation. The Two of Pencils, you've got 2 twos coming up. This asks you to make a choice. Now, she's been stuck here, look, because she can't decide between this or that. This card comes in and says, it's time to make some positive choices. Now, there will be discussions, there will be conversations to be had. It's really important that you pay attention and you listen to what is being said, because you need to clearly understand each other. That's the Two of Teacups coming in. You've got the Ace and the 2. So very much the mindfulness with this card is make sure you are crystal clear in your discussions with other people, and then you will be able to make a sound and sensible decision. So the beginning of the reading is very much a lovely appreciation coming in for you. And then the second half of this reading is you making your choices, really listening carefully to what's been said, because this wonderful new beginning, we've got the World card. This is the end of something, but the start of the next venture. This is advancement. This is success. This is a job well done. and you asking yourself where to next and making those sound decisions. And really, it's the card of promotion. It's the card of moving up to the next level.
All right.
So fantastic cards for you, Damara. I mean, I
Yeah.
really hope you can resonate with some of them, because I've got them on my desk here and I'm smiling away. This looks
Yeah.
absolutely lovely. So thank you for being in the room. Really appreciate that. Take
So
care.
you had the Ace of Cups and you had the Page of Cups, right?
I certainly did.
Yeah. Well, I have the Two of Cups.
Yeah, so yeah.
So Damara, you're either going to be meeting and connecting with someone that you're going to want to connect with on an emotional and a loving level, or you're going to be doing something that you absolutely love to do. Okay. But it could be partnering up with somebody too, because we know that the Two of Cups can be somebody new coming in, whether it is platonic or is romantic. It's partnership in something, whether it's work or on a love relationship. Okay. You've been worried about something for a while. The Nine of Swords comes in and it says, your mind doesn't shut down. I know when you're out there performing, it's late nights before you get into bed, because I see your postings, saying good night to the divine, and it's like the middle of the night, and I know that you're up late. So try to unwind, try to relax yourself, try not to get up in your head and start worrying about the ifs, ands, and whats that are going on around in your life. I think something's coming in very close here for you, where you're going to be partnering up with somebody and you're going to love what it is you're doing. You've got the Knight of Swords, and it's going to come in, I think, fast. There's going to be something you're going to have to make a decision on quickly, but be careful. Listen to your inner voice of wisdom before you sign on the dotted line or you say a big fat yes or no. Okay. This is about big changes, big opportunities coming in. Seize the moment, my darling, carpe diem. Okay. So go after what you want. Okay. You can be a very decisive person. Also, the person that you're dealing with here can be the same type of personality as you. Okay. You're going to get what you want at the end of the day. I really believe it, but let go of that anxiety. Okay. It doesn't help any of us. And, we're all guilty, and it just tugs on us and holds us back. But I do think there's going to be a big and bright and beautiful new opportunity coming into you, whether it's partnership in business or someone you're connecting with on a loving level. Okay. So that's what I've got for you. So pretty interesting, eh, Damara? Okay. I know Heather's still here. So Soul Alchemy / Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts is who Heather is. She's out there like Marky Mark. She connects. She does collaborate with a lot of people, other readers, other mediums, other psychics, and she delves into all topics. My topics are more limited, but we have to have people out there that want to delve on all levels. And she's very interesting, but she's also a very astute artist. She is a beautiful abstract artist, but not to put you in a box, Heather. Most of your pictures I've seen are very creative, and they tend to be abstract, and they're gorgeous and colorful. So we're going to pull a couple of cards on Heather, Soul Alchemy, Indigo Jaguar Arts here. Please check out her channel too. She's worked with me as well. Guys, Heather has collaborated with me, and we've gone out and worked together as a team too. So here we go. So keep in mind, guys, Anne and I are going to be coming out pretty much every Sunday at this time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock UK time, where Anne is in Britain. And so watch your time zones for those that want to come in. Just got a message from what we were talking about. Okay. Ace. Yeah. Perfect. Thanks, Tamara. Okay. Anne.
Okay, Heather. My cards for you. First off, Page of Coins. Time for you to do some homework. Might not be what you want to hear, but the Page of Coins is all about gathering information. It's about reading. They're very often, you will know this, but they're very often depicted with a book on the card. So it's all about study. It's all about research. And this is you finding out new information and then getting ready to act upon it. The Page of Coins is very good at doing all the research, but then sometimes forgets to do anything with it. So the little reminder with this card is when you've done your homework and you've got all your information, be ready to take some action on it. And that could happen quite quickly because we've got the Knight of Wands. The Knights, as you know, very fast-moving energy. In my deck, they all have a motorbike. The Knight of Wands has the fastest motorbike of them all and comes flying in with the message of mindfulness, saying, think it through and act with care. So do your homework, get your information, think it all through carefully, and then take it a step at a time. That's what the Eight of Cups says. Now, here's the success, and our lovely angel here. She can see exactly where she wants to be and is wondering how to get there. All she has to do is to hop onto this first stepping stone, and then the next, and then the next. So break things down into manageable steps. We don't always have to be doing things in one giant leap. Make it manageable, break it down into manageable steps, think it all through, do your homework, and then make that move forward in increments, a little step at a time, building on the last one. So I hope that helps, Heather. I hope that's helpful to you. And thank you for your support, and thank you for coming into the room. Appreciate that.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. My Sagittarian friend, let go of the anxiety. Okay. Get out of your head. You've got the Four of Swords here. You know what that means. You're probably not sleep. Thank you, Anne. That was awesome. She says, I know you've been going through some stressful situations right now, and justifiably so. But this is about fear and anxiety and stress, and taking yourself now. You need to take yourself to that place of center yourself. Take yourself. I always say, bring it from here down to here. Okay. So this is about you regrouping and healing and thinking about your next moves that you're going to be going through. You're going through introspection. You're thinking about all those ideas in your head, what it is you want to do, because here's the moon. The moon's all about getting up in your head, allowing yourself to doubt yourself, presuming and assuming things might not work out in your favor. It's an illusion. We create those thoughts in our head. And then what happens? We drag in all that crap and all that negative energy towards us. And we wonder why, we fell on our face and it didn't work out. So know that you have all the resources at your fingertips, Heather. Okay. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust your gut feelings. Okay. Because you've got everything in your database. I call this the database to go forward after your goals. Don't be afraid. You're juggling here. You could be juggling your finances here with the Two of Pentacles, worried about money, concentrating on your finances right now. You need to be resourceful, thinking about how you can make more money and come up ahead. It's the ups and downs, right? About things. But I think you're going to be more flexible. I think you're going to be more adaptable. I think you're going to be, basically, you're going to be concentrating on your financial issues right now. You could be, as I say, robbing from Peter to give to Paul, back and forth, trying to figure out a way where you can be balanced better financially right now too. Right now, I want you to get out of your head. Trust your gut instincts. Okay. You got a great talent there, my friend, not only in doing what we're doing, but you have a great talent. You have this incredible artistic ability to do something and sell it and get it out there. I would say all those beautiful paintings of yours need to be posted, sell them here on Facebook, if you can, on Facebook rather. I have sold so much stuff on Facebook. It's amazing. It's, cash and carry, come and get it. It's yours. So you might be wanting to do that too. Setting up a website for your artwork. You're very busy here, but try to do that as well, because you have this dual. They're telling me you have a double talent and a dual income that's feasible that can be coming in. Okay. So I hope that helps. I don't know if that's what you've been working on, but that's what they showed me. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, let me see. Where are we? So come in and let us know who's in the room right now. You're welcome. Before we shut down, because we've been out here since 3 o'clock and an hour and a half, and the room is dwindling now. So we've done a lot. But if there's someone here that's still in the room that's been with us, we'll definitely pull a couple cards on you before you leave. So anybody here that still wants a card? Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie. All right. You're still here. Okay. All right. Stephanie, you know the white wolf is one of my totem animals. I have the eagle, the white wolf, and the horse. And I've seen, you know, I mean, I've had horses. I owned horses. I sold horses for different reasons. And then I ended up from one horsepower to another. I went from horses to NASCAR to motorcycles. But the white wolf is my one of my totems. Okay, so Stephanie, go ahead.
So, Stephanie, expect to get busy very fast. Knight of Wands. Here they come in on the motorbike, and the Knight of Wands, as I've literally just said in a different reading, the Knight of Wands has the fastest motorbike of them all and comes flying in with the message saying, think it all through. So things could be taking off just now. You might have fast decisions to be made. Do not be rushed. Do not make rash decisions. Think it through and act with care. The Magician says you are ready. You have everything you need. So if ever there was a little voice of doubt, not anymore. The Magician says, oh, yes, you can. Take into account balance, however. And this will go very well with this. Think it through and act with care. The Two of Coins, financial balance, that needs to be taken into consideration. Work-life balance needs to be taken into consideration. How much time do you give away without taking time for you? All these decisions need to be made carefully, with thought and with deliberation. And when you do that, that's the time then to make you move forward, because the Magician card says you're ready, but just go steady. So I hope that's helpful, Stephanie.
Beautiful. Okay, Stephanie, you're going the distance. You got the World card. That means you're going the distance towards your goals here. This is a card of success, achievement. As long as you apply the effort, you're going to find that'll come in. You're ending one cycle and you're starting something new. Full circle here, my friend. Feeling as though you're going to see things, fulfillment come in, and feeling, you know, a belonging in a situation. You're going to celebrate something. Four of Wands. I love it. And it could be community. It could be people that you work with. It could be family. But, you know, happy families and reunions, anything like that. But it can also be parties, teamwork, anything like that. Success and prosperity with this card. I always look at this card as a good foundation in the family home life. The four poles around the tent in most pictures, that depicts to me security and safety within the four walls you dwell in. Somebody could be moving back home too. So you might be, somebody might be moving back home, but you could be celebrating anything. Okay. Parties and weddings and events that might be coming in right now. You got the happy ever after card, my darling Stephanie. You've got the 10 of cups. That means everything's going to come up roses for you. You know, happiness and family and harmony there, and, you know, gatherings and marriages and all those situations. Long-term relationships are a good possibility too, whether they're in friendship or, with soulmates, or whether they're in a love relationship. It doesn't get much better than that, Stephanie. Good news. Wow. I like it. Well, if anybody's here that hasn't had a card and you'd like a couple, let me know. It's been great. And again, I love working with you, and we'll plan it again next Sunday.
Yes, thank you.
I want to thank everybody who came in my room. Things are starting to die down now. It was pretty busy there for a while, as usual. We love working together. And yeah, so keep it marked on your calendar if you guys like what we do. If you have questions you want to ask, if you want to receive a couple of messages from us here, by all means, you're welcome, Stephanie. By all means, please mark it on your calendar. I'll post it in my community post every week, and also Facebook and Instagram. It goes in there as well, so that you know where we're going to be. So thank you everybody for coming in my room. Please go check out Marky Mark. Go check out Soul Alchemy, Indigo Jaguar Tarot. or Indigo Jaguar, yeah, Arts. Anyway, Soul Alchemy is what she's down there as. And most of all, my beautiful friend here, and Ellis Angels. Now, you guys, if you notice this week, I used her cards, her decks for my readings for next week. You'll notice that they're out there now to view. And I also put the links below the video so that if you want to buy her cards, yes, you can buy them, the physical deck, as well as order them digitally on your phone. So it's quite amazing now how technologies come into play, right? Oh, you're Indigo Jaguar now. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. So please check below each of your videos this week. And if you're interested in her cards, they're there on Etsy. They're very reasonably priced. When you think of what we readers pay for cards on Amazon these days, it's got ridiculous. It's just crazy. So please, her cards are whimsical. They're fun. And all those, she's done everything. She's drawn on them. She's done the art on them, the graphics on them. They're so cute. And I had fun this week using them. It took me a while. I fumbled over a few of them. I got through, and yeah, they're beautiful. I really enjoyed that. So I love my decks, and I'm sure you guys will too. So please give her a thumbs up. Please go check out her channel. Subscribe. It's free. And take a look at her cards. They are great. That's what she uses out here every week. So, and I love how she does it. I love how she reads her cards. They're beautiful. So, okay, guys, we're going to let you go. We're going to wish you a beautiful remainder to the weekend, and know that I send you lots of love and many blessings. Okay, Anne, we're good.
Thank you too. What a privilege to come out here on it's a Sunday evening where I am, and I'm just absolutely thrilled to bits to be here working with you, Brenda, and to have you lovely people coming into the room and letting us do what actually we love to do. So thank you for that. Have a lovely week, everybody. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you again next week.
See you in a minute, Anne.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.